Hi, my name is Mark. I attend the Miami Valley High School and I'm here to talk about interest groups. So, what is an interest group? Well, an interest group is a group of people gathered by whether it be race, gender, age, occupation, it could be anything really, who share common interests or attitude and seek to influence government for their specific reasons. So, the framers of the United States called interest group back then factions. During that time, the problem for the framers was how to establish a stable and orderly system that would respect the liberty of free citizens and prevent tyranny of the majority. So, James Madison, one of the framers of the Constitution and our fourth president, came up with a solution by saying, "The lament causes of faction are thus sown in the nature of man." What I think he's trying to say here is that every person will go after their self-interest, seeking power over others. He continued on by saying, "The most common and durable source of factions has been the various and unequal distribution of power." I think he's pretty much saying that interest groups or factions thrive on the inequality of power. Today, politicians and the media use the term special interest as an insulting name for interest groups. The term special interest portrays a selfish and narrow view, specifically one that may lack credibility. So now that you know a little bit about what an interest group is, let's talk about the different types of interest groups. Interest groups can be categorized in several broad types. The main ones are economic, ideological or single issues, public interest, foreign policy, and government itself. Economic interest groups, which seek some sort of economic advantage for their members, are the most common type of interest groups. Money has a significance in capitalist societies, so economic interest groups are numerous and powerful. These groups are usually well funded because members willingly contribute money in the hopes of reaping greater political influence that members will enjoy. Examples of economic interest group are the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the National Association of Manufacturers, or NAM. Ideological interest groups behave like economic interest groups, but they usually aren't driven by the desire to make money. Some of these groups are single issue groups. They're usually highly motivated and they use politics primarily as a means to pursue their one issue. Groups like this are usually inflexible about their opinions or position on a topic and don't really like to compromise. An example would be the right to life and pro-choice groups who are very much against abortion. Public interest groups are pretty self-explanatory. They want to promote the public interest. An example would be the public interest research groups who try and promote environmental issues, safe energy, good government, and many, many other things. Foreign policy interest groups promote or oppose certain foreign policies. An example would be the Council of Foreign Relations in New York City. Last but certainly not least, the government itself is an interest group. Many cities and states retain Washington lobbyists, and cities also hire lobbyists to represent them at state legislature. Government is organized through the National Governments Association, cities through the National League of Cities, and countries through National Association of Countries. So, from all that we've learned from interest groups, I think the big part is that even if we try to take them out, like James Madison said, it's in the nature of the man. So pretty much interest groups are just a group of people who share common interests. So you can't really stop that, even if it is with the government or not. So I just want to thank you all for listening to my speech. I hope you learned something new today, and have a nice day.